Middle school, oh middle school, we've all been there once. We've been afraid of older kids teasing us, being late to class, and finding somewhere to sit at lunch and all that other stuff. I'm here to help you get through it. So, first things first. Middle school is not that hard. It's like memorizing song lyrics. Sure, you have to listen to the song a few times, but after a while, you'll get it down. Okay, so here's a few back-to-school preparation tips that you can use or not. So my first tip is go to your school's orientation. They all have one, trust me. Basically, at your orientation, they're usually mid-August, and they give you your class schedule, your locker number and combination, and you can meet your teachers, and you can put up your locker supplies, which I'll tell you more about later, and other stuff like that. And that's always nice to be able to get a feel for the school you're going to before you actually start going there. And yeah, so my next tip is get your school supplies about a couple weeks, 2 or 3, before school starts, so you know you have everything in your backpack and it's ready. Like, I'd say about 2 weeks before school starts. I'm getting mine August 10th, around then anyways. And so yeah, it's so basically what you're going to want is a binder, a pretty good sized backpack, not that big, because you still want it to fit in your locker. And by the way, not all schools have lockers, so if yours doesn't, then you're just going to have to carry your backpack around. So in your binder, excuse me, sorry, you're going to want a little pencil case with 2 highlighters, 2 pens, blue black ink, 1 red correcting pen, no less than 5 pencils, a ruler, maybe some colored pencils, and other miscellaneous supplies, like scissors and whatever else you have on your school list. You're going to want it there. You're going to want a folder for each of your classes. So if you have 6 classes, 7 folders, because you also want one for your locker. If you have, and you're also going to want a notebook for each class instead of loose paper, because it's always nicer just to have that, like you know, you can take notes somewhere and it's not all astray and stuff like that, so that's always good. So next is my locker prep, and I will talk to you more about that on my section first day. And basically you're going to want a mirror, a dry erase board, and if you can do that, get one that's like combined. A pencil holder is nice. I have one right here. It was for my locker, but now it's summer, so that was a fail. Anyways, you want another pencil pouch with the things that I listed, a folder, and that's something that you can put in your backpack and like take home. And so you want your supplies before the orientation, just so you know. And other good stuff that you might want, pictures of celebrities or your friends, stuff like that. Okay, so the day before is basically the day where you plan your outfit, make sure you've got one planned out for your first day. Put all your supplies in your backpack and make sure it's all neat and tucked in and it's all good. And get everything organized, pack any extra stuff you might need. And that's basically the day that the nerves will start to totally kick in. I remember the day before my orientation last year, my year going into 6th grade, and the day before school, I couldn't even sleep but you're gonna want to sleep. Make sure you go to bed early because you're gonna have to get up around 6 a.m. because school starts for me at 7:30, and that's probably for most of you too. So just go to bed early, like 9:30. It sucks, and stuff like that. And ask your mom for a bowl of ice cream because nothing literally freezes the butterflies and the nerves in your stomach like more than ice cream. Maybe a 7-Eleven Slurpee, but it's gotta be 7-Eleven for the win. So yeah. Okay, so remember to go in your first day of school confident and happy and just be glad that you're there. It's like, yay, I survived elementary school. It's basically like, oh yeah, I'm cool now. I'm middle school. One day, I was an elementary school girl, just a girl. Now, I'm a middle school girl. Well, you don't have to literally say that, but just be all happy and be smiling and don't worry about like the other 8th graders. I know at my school, like I said earlier, they have a day just for the 6th graders. So maybe your school does that, maybe not, I don't know. But either way, there's going to be staff helping you, and they usually don't count tardies for the first week. My school doesn't. They might not for like the first couple days. If you're late to class, accept the consequences and don't be like, no, and give 100 million excuses. Teachers aren't going to be appreciate that. Be responsible, accept the consequences. If it's something like, I'm kind of new to the portable thing, and that's where I was coming from. Do you have any tips for me to get in class on time? And sometimes he'll let you slide, she or he will let you slide on stuff like that. But if it's like, me and my friends were talking and we weren't looking at the time, it's like, just go sign in and whatever. So please don't be nervous. And for the whole lunch thing, it's kind of like, unless it's a really new school, you don't want to be panicky about that. Like, you still have your friends from elementary school, right? I know I did, and we just found a table where all of us can sit, so you guys should do the same thing. Find other girls that are alone if you're really that conscious, or find a table with some girls that are like friendly, laughing, like my group. And they will usually accept you. If they don't, and there's like, no. Sometimes it's because there's not enough room. Like our school has a rule, 8 people to a table. So that may be one of the reasons why they reject you. If your school has a stupid rule like that. But yeah, they've got an assembly with school rules and stuff. So find another girl that's alone is basically all my advice. I've never been in that situation, so I can't really help you with that. But I mean, it's no matter how deadly shy you are, you'll find someone the same way. Bring a book to lunch, and after a few days, it'll be okay. So, most importantly, just remember, go in with your head up, smiling, and be confident. I promise you, you'll be fine.